Start to have after lunch. Thank you. We have a ton more great pictures for you guys coming up now. And one of those is going to be now. They've been hyping themselves up, so give them some more hype. A big round of applause. Streamline Care.
By a show of hands, who has a grandparent or parent that struggles with a medical check-in experience? As I read this next statistic, know that you are not alone. 77% of seniors report needing help when operating an iPhone or a tablet. This is a huge problem because today in medical offices, most check-in is done through an app, which makes it very frustrating for those that do not know how to operate this app. Upon further research of the transportation barriers for elders, we found that approximately 21% of elders struggle with this issue of transportation barriers getting to their medical appointments. A quote from my Nana, Florence Wiggins, when faced on this issue, was that she feels like a bother at her doctor's appointments because she can't figure out a simple medical appointment app. The three main problems that my Nana and other elders were facing was first, scheduling the appointment. On the app, the font size is way too small and there are far too many options to generalize it just to their needs. Next was getting reliable transportation and receiving her prescriptions right after her appointment. Not only is this a struggle for the elders themselves, but the families and caregivers of these elders. Imagine this. You are thousands of miles away from your mom or dad who needs instant medical care. You can't do this because you're too far away or you're busy handling your lives of your own. This makes it extremely difficult for them to get the care that they need. We found a statistic that those between the ages of 40 to 49, just 54%, struggle with having an elder over the age of 65 at home and a child under the age of 18. This is a big problem because if you live too far away, or if you're juggling your young kids' lives, it's very hard to give elders the care that they need. Our team values the importance of spending the most important time with the most important people in our life.
Introducing Streamline Care, where we believe we can improve the lives of elders and their families by making medical experiences more straightforward and accessible. Our solution uses a three-pronged approach. First, we send someone out to the elder's house to help them make their appointment. Next, we provide transportation to help get the elder to their appointment and back. And last, we also provide transportation to help the elder get any medication they may need.
We want patients to feel like they matter. That is why we send our trained and certified assistants to the elder's house. While they are there, we will assist them in scheduling their medical appointments and answer any questions that they may have. Our employees will be well versed in multiple apps and scheduling systems used by healthcare professionals. That way it is hassle-free for the elders and their families, but it's also supplying that face-to-face interaction that they prefer with good quality customer service. We want to eliminate the possibility of any chance of not having a sufficient form of transportation to and from the doctor's appointment. That is why we supply our elders with safe and reliable transportation that they can count on. Our drivers must be licensed properly so that we can ensure a protected and trustworthy ride, because our patients' health and safety is our #1 priority. Not only do we want to help them in the process of preparing for the medical appointment, but we also want to assist them in collecting their medications at the appropriate time, so that they're starting them as soon as possible. We want to guarantee the best of care for our clients and promote better health. Using these three services allows it to be easier on elders, but also stressless on their families, because we want quality time spent together and not wasting those precious and valuable moments wrestling with the complications of medical appointments.
The best way to reach us is through our app. However, we can also be reached through our website or over the phone. When you open our app, you'll be prompted to select any or all of the services we provide. Next, you can schedule when and where you'd like our assistants to meet you, and after payment, you'll be met with an order confirmation. We'd like to roll out Streamline Care in Louisville, Kentucky, as it is the largest city in Kentucky, and give Streamline Care the biggest room for growth. As we previously stated, our target demographic is the 54% of 40 to 49-year-olds who have both an elder and a child. Starting out, we'd also like to target middle to upper income families, as prices will be higher in the early stages of the company. Taking all this into account, that leaves us with a total addressable market of 12,000 people in the Louisville area. We'd like to capture 5% of this market in the first 3 years, totaling 600 customers. The average person over the age of 65 visits a doctor 4 times per year. If we meet our market share goals, then we will be facilitating 2,400 appointments in our 3rd year.
Our startup cost is $169,000. Of this, $80,000 will go towards website and app development, and the rest will go towards insurance, certificates, and marketing. Every time we offer our service, it will cost us $42. We offer 3 pricing options, one being a one-time use for $150, the other being a monthly option, which allows you to utilize our service twice for $200, and if that does not suit your needs, we offer a yearly option, which allows you to utilize our service as many times as you need for $5,000. To break even in our first year, saying that each pricing option is purchased equally, we will need to acquire 136 customers.
We plan on reaching these customers primarily through meta advertising, specifically Instagram and Facebook. We really want to target parents because they have less time and spend a lot of time on these platforms. We also want to work with medical practices because they know who needs our help. You might just say, why don't I get an Uber? Well, do you really want to go through the trouble of scheduling an Uber to the hospital, then to the pharmacy, then back home, all while trying to direct your parent or grandparent to the right vehicle? And raise the hands, who here's going to put Nana in an Uber?
Nana deserves better.
You could say mommycare.com. Well, it's a more expensive experience overall, and you have to go through the process of scheduling, payment, and vetting the person to make sure they're who they say they are. Assisted living centers might seem like another alternative, but they cost $3,500 a month, and that takes away the autonomy we know your parents want. Here's another option, costing twice as much for a single day of service than our care. And is it really autonomy if someone's looking over your shoulder for 8 hours a day? At Streamline Care, we provide you the peace of mind you want in an all-encompassing package while giving your parents the autonomy they want.
We wanted a system that would be sufficient for our customers. So based on an anonymous survey we sent out, 90% said they would potentially pay for a service that assists in scheduling medical appointments. And 94% said they would potentially pay for a service that provides reliable transportation to and from the doctor's appointment. Based on these numbers, we know this is a needed service that will benefit our customers and their families. So meet our team: Reese Anderson, Colin Spalding, Nate Aronson, Daniel Ramage, and I am Abby Jo Gill. We are Streamline. Streamline Care's next steps will be expansion. We will be starting in the Louisville, Kentucky area, as said before, but we hope to expand to Cincinnati, Ohio, and Lexington, Kentucky, because they have those higher populations in a more defined area, so we're getting more customers, but in a smaller place. We would also, once Streamline Care gets growing and a well-known business, we want to eventually partner with insurance companies. That way we're widening and diversifying our customer segment, benefiting us, the insurance companies, and our users.
Our solution provides a cost-effective way for elders to get the medical care that they need while still maintaining their independence. This way will bring back personal connection and taking away from those stressful medical experiences. Here at Streamline Care, we focus on accessibility for all seniors. Thank you.